Hello, and welcome to my very first live stream here on YouTube. Thank you for all the subscribers that allowed this to happen, and I hope to do well by the live stream. To those family and friends, my sister Christine recently passed, and we're all moved. A very well loved woman by friends and family, and it's just such a joy to have had her in my life, even though there was distance and sometimes a lot of time between some of the beautiful, wonderful contact I had with her. She was, above all else, a beautiful, wonderful person. Very straightforward in all the interactions I've seen with myself and other people. Sometimes quiet, and people listen to her. I know I listen to her. There are few people in my life that, when I thought about the person I wanted to be and should be and become, one of them was my sister. My friends and family, you're all amazing, and I know we all feel blessed for the time that we've had with my sister. You know, I was thinking about it, and I was going to go with the small town girl, raised in a small town, lived and had her ventures in a small town. But then I remembered that wasn't necessarily always the case. She did move around a little bit in her life, but she did return to the same place where she was comfortable in a fixture. And if you can really tell something about a person, look at their children. To my niece and nephew, you're both amazing people, and you're a reflection that is very dear to us of what my sister was all about and the person that she was. So bless you. To everyone, all blessings to you and yours. Different people will have different experiences in their life, and there's always going to be that one person like my sister Christine. Just her presence was motivating. Speaking to her, having contact with her was motivation in my life. And I truly am blessed for the family in my life. As we move on through our life, we begin to realize that this flesh is temporary, and when we move on, what lives beyond us is the influence we've had on others in our life. And I don't think there's very many people that knew my sister, that didn't feel that blessing. And just the memories and thoughts of her carry on in this great spiritual sense to me. And I'm not going to go over top with the religious aspects or anything like that. But her spiritual motivation to me is still in my life. And I feel so blessed for that. As I said, there's a few people, not that I want to impress or do right by, but motivate me just to do and become what I should be. The promises of change in our life are upheld by these people we meet that are like my sister. give me a second for reflection here. It's just, I was fortunate enough to be able to be out here with my mom, and we were going through things, and I was able to set up a video call through Messenger, and it was amazing to see that light and fire when my sister was talking with mom. Just an incredible thing, and we're glad for that time. You know, most of us don't have the ability to have our passing have a little bit of time where people can reach out, do different things. And it was just a blessing to be able to have mom on there with my sister. And we were thankful for that time. There are aspects to knowing that make it more difficult, but at the same time, being able to be blessed with the knowledge of the people around you. I think there was an amazing warmth, an outpouring of that warmth to my sister. And I'm so glad that her family was able to be there with her. Thank you and bless you all. Time and distance keeps me from mom. Keeps me and mom from being there with everybody right now. But we are just so amazed at the spirit and love of the family. And we just still send continued blessings, all the blessings that can come to you. The life we shared with my sister is going to be a light that shines in all of us for such a long time. Yeah, I'm sorry, I need a minute. It's so long ago, I did have a chance to live and stay with my sister when I was younger for a period of couple months. And it was an amazing thing when Christine got flustered. She'd get quiet and she'd get all the resolve that she could. And she just dealt with the things as they came with the same resolve that she always had. Sometimes quiet, sometimes her opinion was put out there. And I don't think of a time that I knew her that people just didn't automatically listen to her. She had that effect on people. I hope this is what a lot of other people felt when they were around her. Her evenness in her spirit was just something that flowed out of her naturally and flowed into others when they were around. I know I always found a lot of peace whenever I talked to her. It was just falling into that same feeling whenever there was contact. It's like the base people like to have with families and partners in their life. It should be a place of peace and comfort when you deal with someone and you feel that bond of family or closeness. I always felt welcome and comfortable in my contacts with my sister. If it was something bad, well, we'll deal with it. Things happen. And there was that peaceful aspect of just being around her. So it's late here. This is my first live stream, so They're talking about this being archived and being able to be posted for later as well. And I'm just really thankful to my niece and nephew for allowing me to help in what way I could with just getting the contact with my mom, the grandma. And I really appreciate the time that we took talking and going through this together. Thank you and bless you both. Yeah, so late night, I didn't expect anybody be on with my live stream because this is my first live stream and it is rather late for everybody. So moving forward in my life, I'm going to try to hold on to that peace, an aspect of peace and comfort I felt in my communications with my sister. I'm going to carry that forward, not as a promise to do better, but realizing she saw those things in me, her brother. I'm so thankful for that. I'm blessed for that. Christine, we love you. I love you. And your light will shine with us. Thank you. Memories are fleeting things that come up and they pop up on you when you think of different things. And sometimes the emotional override on the memories makes it difficult to come back with. Do you have any stories? Do you have anything you remember? And it's like, yeah, but you get lost in the emotion when you're trying to relate some of those stories. I remember different times, and I don't want to put different spins on other people's memories either. There were times and aspects I had with her when I was a young teenager. And to be honest with you, some of those things are long lost to history as a memory. As I get older, we're talking, in some cases, 40 years plus to those memories. So I feel a bit bad that I'm not able to come up with a lot of those memories and stories. I just keep getting that overwhelming sense of peace when I was with her, that I was in a comfortable spot, a safe spot, and I was with my sister. Doesn't matter what we were out doing, it was always we were together out there. Okay, I do remember one. We were out there in Michigan, small town. I don't know if they have more than one stoplight now that you miss. Driving on a thoroughfare that connects you from one city to the next. Sometimes there'd be a random turn to go around a farmer's field. Well, I was there, and they only had one video game in the small supermarket, and video games were kind of my thing. And they had one game in there, an old Galaga game. For those of you not familiar, you fly and shoot the little alien space bugs that are against you. And for some reason, I was just having the game of my life. And I was so locked in the game that my natural sarcasm overrode my conscious thought playing this game. If you've ever been the type in playing an arcade game. Well, this one little lady came up behind me and started tapping the screen as I'm playing probably the best game of my life ever. And she's telling me in a screechy voice, you know, these games are the work of the devil. I was maybe 12, 13. And I just wanted this woman gone. And I turned to her and I said, Satan take you, sister. Totally incorrect, totally wrong. I don't know what this woman probably thought about video games after that, especially since I just basically broadcast out there what she was thinking about the aspects of these video games. My sister comes up, smoothly grabs my arm in a pleasant way, and says, we will be going now. I'm not accustomed to small town life. Evidently, that was like the mayor's mother. And obviously, in that time of frame of age, that would have been probably quite the scandal. But it was just the smoothness of the quality that she informed me, oh, we will be leaving now. We're walking out, and she says, yeah, that was the mayor's mother. And I was like, oh, we didn't discuss it any further. I don't know if there was ever any ramifications that came back after that. But after that, I stayed at the house more or less. I remember memories of playing in the woods and stuff like that, and not going back into town for quite a while. But it was that smooth quality of demeanor about my sister as I was on the precipice of social disaster there in this small town. So the memories do come back up every once in a while. I'm thankful I was able to share that one. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this first live stream, and I'm honored, and I think it's very moving that I dedicate this first live stream to the awesome memory of my sister. If I could offer a prayer here, I would. And I know that seems odd for a minister to say, I wish I could give a prayer for this. But the prayer that would be appropriate for my sister is, whatever your creative aspect may be, God or otherwise, or none at all, may we take the light and presence of my sister and carry it with us and be blessed for it and have that interconnection with each other because of it. My sister was an awesome and amazing person, and I know I don't have to tell that to some of you that knew her. So in this prayer, just please let us take this as we go forward in our life as one of the lights that light our way. Thank you all very much. All blessings to you and yours. More to come later on different subjects. Thank you all for looking at this tonight. All blessings to everyone. Thank you.